This video is about making the grade. Lionel Trains Trying to climb to the elevated track. And we're also running an operating session showing my Lionel Polar Express trains going around the layout, switching between tracks, and trying their best to climb to the elevated track. And we're starting right now. Hi, I'm Owen. In these videos, I'm continuing to build, improve, and expand my Lionel Polar Express O-gauge model train layout. Today, I'm going to be testing the Lone Ranger Wild West set. It's an O-gauge set from 2009, and we're going to try to see if we can make the grade with that set. Making the grade requires a lot of power, and I'm hoping that the Lone Ranger locomotive has got the power and the traction to be able to make it up the grade to the upper level of my layout. We're going to start on track 1 on the lower level, then we're going to swing over to track 2 through a couple of switches, and on track 2 we'll make another switch and get up to the grade that goes up to the elevated track. And while we're doing that, we're also going to be running our Polar Express trains, the Polar Express passenger train on track 2, Polar Express freight train on track 1, and the Polar Express trolley will be running on its own track throughout this. So we'll have a lot of motion, a lot of things going on in the layout. That's what we're devoting today to. It's a complete operating session for all of the trains that I've got on the layout at the present time. We've taken some cars off from the freight train and the passenger train and moved those over to my train shelves, which we covered in the last video, so that we have a little bit shorter trains. In addition to this, we're also going to be running some accessories that we have on the layout, including the Elf Tug of War, and we'll be focusing on that as well. You want to stick around till the end and be able to see everything that we've got going and see all the motion going on the layout. Keep in mind that the Lone Ranger train is an old ready-to-run set, so it's controlled by the transformer and the transformer alone. That's going to be a little bit awkward because I have to be pushing levers and pushing buttons on the transformers in order to make it operate. There it goes. We've got 2 switches to navigate on the other side, so we'll be watching as it approaches those switches to see if it can make them. Shorten the train by taking off the last car, which is also the heaviest car. Let's see if we have any more success getting up the grade this time. Here we go. Nope, that drawbar just won't do it. That's the problem with these old ready-to-run. When I'm talking about a weak drawbar, what am I talking about? Well, you can see here, this just has a little slot there that a hook from the tender goes through to couple them. There's no solid coupler on that at all. I'll show you the tender now. And here's what the tender looks like. Just that little hook goes down into that slot, and it doesn't really hold very well, obviously, as you can see, because it keeps coming uncoupled for me. So that's not a very effective system. Not anything like what I'm seeing today with the LionChief Plus locomotives. So we're about to go with our Polar Express freight train pulled by that Milwaukee Road Hudson locomotive, and we've got the Polar Express passenger train on track 2, the inner track, pulled by a Polar Express Berkshire locomotive. Since we couldn't get the Lone Ranger train to make it up the grade, let's try it with the Polar Express and see what we do. I know it won't pull the whole train, but let me try just 2 cars and see how far it goes. Well, that did pretty well. Might have tried 3. It might have done 3 if I'd have tried it, but I'll leave that for the next time. On the lift bridge over here, which is now in its raised open position, I've added a little bit of 3/8" wire loom flexible conduit to hide the electrical wires underneath there, along with some plastic half-round 1/4" conduit as well. So that makes it look a lot more finished off and much better. folks. Sorry about that trolley. I have cleaned the tires, cleaned the traction tires, cleaned the wheels, cleaned the contacts underneath it, cleaned the track, but for some reason Lionel's Polar Express trolley just doesn't seem real reliable. I'm going to try taking up all of the track and wiring the track sections together to see if that helps me. Thanks for watching. Please be sure to click the like down below, hit the thumbs up, like the video. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. I appreciate your support, and I also would encourage you to share this video with anybody else that you know that is into model railroading. And also, please drop me a comment. Let me know if there's something you'd like to see in a future video. Again, thanks for watching.